What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, has it been forever? I feel like it's just been absolutely forever since we've all been together, and we're not even all together today because I know more than half the group is down in Indianapolis with Darren Gibson, PDDG, and Mr. Bugs. So it's just a little tight group today. Good to see you guys. How's everybody doing?
Good. Yeah. Doing
Awesome.
fantastic.
Hey, Kevin, man, good to see you, man. Sorry I missed your drive-by.
Well, I'm gonna text you about a time next week.
All right, cool. Excellent. Well, we're moving around, so definitely text me so we can catch up. Awesome, awesome. How's everybody doing? What's up, Becky Rayburn?
Hey, good morning.
How are you, my love? You good?
Things are wonderful.
Excellent. What's up, Cynthia? How you doing?
Fantastic. Glad to see you all back.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Looking good there. Good, looking good. I love it. I love it with the red today. You red.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my other friends.
you're red.
What was that, Mark?
Yeah, you're red.
She's red. She's red. You said she's red and I'm red?
But I'm not a red. I'm actually green. You don't want the red side to come out, but I'm actually green.
You won't like me when I'm red. What's up, Jerry? How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Good, but I hear you're going to tell me how to be better.
You know what? I'm gonna try. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, Mari. Good to see you, Herb. Grant, how you doing, boy? Good to see you, man.
I'm doing fantastic. How's everybody?
Doing absolutely great. Michelle Jacobs, what's going on, lady? How are you?
I am doing well. Good morning to everyone. Happy Saturday.
Yes, yes, yes. Happy Saturday. All right, guys. Well, guess what? Today's not going to be a really long flight school. I'm going to give you something good today. Mark and I put something good together, but we're not going to keep you very long. I know some of you are tuning in from Indianapolis, and we also want to encourage you all to enjoy today's masterclass with Mr. Bugs. So we're not going to keep you long this morning. So we're going to just go ahead and make tight work of our work today. But first, we're going to say hi to Michelle Wheeler. What's up, girl? How are you? Good to see you. Awesome.
I'm fine. I'm still struggling with that 7 a.m. here in Denver, Colorado.
Oh man, I tell you what, those West Coast time zones, those Western time zones, I don't know, man. And in California, I get you, girl. California's the worst. It would be 6.
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't see you guys, I don't think, if it was 6. Hey, T Gray, I need a presentation link to a presentation video, prospect video. Could you send it to me?
I know we have them, Mark. Don't we have those in the presentation links in the rank up?
Yes. Yep, we do.
Oh,
And then also, do we have one on YouTube?
Yes.
okay.
While we're going, if you could find a link for Michelle and send it to her in the chat.
Okay. All right.
Excellent.
Thank you.
All right, no worries. But first, let's get out. Now, Mark, do we have a commercial today, or we just dive in?
Yep. We do.
Let's do it.
We first need to do the
disclaimer. All right, that's going to be quick. All right. How much money you're going to make is up to you. You're going to do the work, you're not going to do the work. Okay, great. Commercial.
Oh, Jesus.
There you go. It's one of those days.
Powered by Apple.
All right, Ibüümerang family, MK coming to you from the flight deck. Let's pull up the slides. Personal development, your #1 business investment. Stay connected with the WhatsApp community, iboomnation.com. Go there, fill out the information. Telegram, search @Ibüümerang and click join. Chargebacks, if you charge back, you will be terminated. However, you can go to iboomhub.com/ downloads, and download the multiple use credit card form. Do not give your funds to anyone for trading. Ibüümerang will not be held responsible for your loss of funds. Don't do it, folks. The Rank Up Movement. Built by Holton Bugs, this is where ambitious network marketers grow faster, lead with confidence, and build lasting legacy through proven systems and powerful mentorship. Training call and recordings are now on iboomhub.com, and the YouTube playlist is live. It's right at the top, folks. Profit Snatcher testimonials now in Rank Up. Log into Rank Up, click prospecting videos, click Profit Snatcher testimonials, grab the link and send it, and you've got to match up the prospect with the presenter. Send us your Profit Snatcher wins and Trade Buddy video testimonials. Send your Elevate and Trade Buddy testimonials to profitsnatchers@elevate.com for the written, tradebuddytestimonials.com for the videos. Profit Snatcher schedule, Profit Snatchers America every first and third Wednesday of the month, and that's 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Bitcoin and Beyond with Coach Diana Hardy. It's postponed for the next 2 weeks. This is the only call today, folks. MK coming to you from the flight deck.
Hey man, don't be going all fast and stuff with them announcements. You can give me enough time to warm up my coffee. And if you feel like you're running out of stuff, just make up some stuff. You know, like, I mean, if you ran out of Ibüümerang news, I mean, you could just talk about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and their Twitter beef.
What?
Oh yeah, there's a whole Twitter war between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj going on.
Oh my God.
Totally mindless, childish.
Oh, Jesus.
And stupid. But in any event, all right, well, let's get down to business, guys. So we are in the white zone. Today is the 4th. So in the first 10 days of the month, you got to do what Michelle Wheeler is doing. What is that? Expose, 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 right? So you can use all your different tools for massive exposure. And really, this is the white zone is what sets you up to win. I think about every time I've launched a new growth wave or even a new network marketing business, I go into this like sick white zone experience of massive exposure. Like I try to see if I can expose hundreds of people in a very short period of time, like literally like in a couple of weeks. And that's why I end up just having these massive explosions, because it's all about the exposure. This is the one that sets it up for you. We can go to the next slide. And you know, you got all your different methods of exposure, but you got to know your numbers so you can grow your numbers, of course, right? How many people you're going to expose each day, each week, each month. Next up.
Trade Buddy, PS20, week of 9/29 through 10/3. Gold, 14 trades, 12 wins, 2 losses. Max pips, 1,560. Win rate, 84%. Profit per one lot traded, $18,965. GJ, 7 trades, 5 wins, 2 losses. Max pips, 350. 71% win rate. Profit per one lot traded, $1,787. UCAD, 12 trades, 10 wins, 2 losses, 290 pips. Max win rate, 184%. Profit per one lot traded, $1,555. 33 trades, 27 wins, 6 losses, 79% win rate. Max pips, 2,200.
Man, and Michelle, the calculator Jacobs already hit me with the number 22K. And that is absolutely fantastic. Now, hey, real quick, just an announcement about Trade Buddy and Elevate. Some of you guys have noticed we've been having a little difficulty, and that is because, and I'm just going to give you guys just a little bit of probably unwanted transparency. Part of the tech that runs Elevate is on a separate Amazon server in Australia that the Australian team set up. And we just had a really tough time getting that piece of code moved from the Australian Amazon server to our main Ibüümerang server. And it has taken way longer than I would like. It's been extremely frustrating. I had an afro at the beginning of the process. Now I'm completely bald. But I woke up this morning to the text that I wanted to see, which is it's getting done. Thank you, Lord.
Oh
So
my
it's
God.
probably, just to be honest with you guys, we're probably anywhere from 3 business days to a week away from having this thing resolved and you guys being able to get back into the hub. We apologize for this, and I promise you, it has been so far out of our control. Mark, Anna, Holton, and myself, we have just been just at our wits' end trying to get this solved for you guys, but we are almost there. So thank you for hanging in there with us. Thank you for being patient. And we'll have this thing fixed momentarily. All right.
Free masterclass this Saturday, October 4th at 12 noon. HoltonBugs.com/masterclass.
Man, I tell you right now, what Mr. Bugs is doing right now, he's found a new gear. He's found a whole nother level. I don't know how many of you guys were on the 3-day event. Were you guys on the 3-day event? Michelle, open up your mic. What did you think about that last one? 2 weeks ago, right? A week ago.
Yeah, it was amazing. I couldn't believe it. I was in awe. I was so full up. I didn't know what to do next. It was just stunning.
Sorry. I was so full, I didn't even know what to do next, right? Absolutely. It was like Thanksgiving dinner. It's like all you can just do is go, okay.
You just lay back, and digest it all. It was great.
I'm glad you loved it because it was so much fun putting that together, and I was just so excited for everybody. Because you know what, the world is evolving, right? And what we said is, let's make sure that we're teaching people how to build the way the world wants to receive information. Mari, you like that? You said it was great, huh? What did you like about it, Mari? What resonated the most with you? You want to open your mic, or you want to type? Either way.
Okay. No, actually, it was great because of all the ways I'm trying to find in my head what I liked the most, but there was really good hands-on training, and I liked that a lot.
Was it the social media part, Mari?
Oh yes, that's definite, because I know I've been coming up short on that one, and the social media, between what you've done in the past weeks and what he did last week was great, or the last masterclass.
So have you been able to apply some of that in your social media strategy now?
Well, some of it, but not as much as I can. So that's still in the offing.
I will let me give you just a little bit, my love. Just start right away, and you're not going to get it right all at once. So just do it piece by piece, right? Like just start by trying to, okay, I'm gonna make a post every day or every other day. And even what I found is team is that you just get better little by little. You just get better little by little. You learn how to do things. You go, all of a sudden you go, oh wow, this button does this. Right?
Yeah. Well, how about I start today?
Yeah, go for it, girl.
I will.
Yeah, because it's funny because you'll discover, okay, this button does this, and then one day you'll say, what, I wish I could do this, and then you'll update the app, and now all of a sudden you can do it because somebody else had the same thought, right? And then I don't know if any of you guys are using Canva as a tool. Anybody out there using Canva to create their post, or CapCut to create reels?
I've used CapCut.
Who's that?
Michelle Jacobs. I like that.
You like it, right?
Yes, I do very much.
Absolutely. And you know what? Do you use it on your computer, your phone, or both?
Both.
Perfect. And what I find with those is that, again, the more you use it, the better you get. And then, and what I like about CapCut, Michelle, is that once you set up your account, they start sending you templates from other people saying, hey, this, you know, you might like this template. You might like this template. And templates are so cool. I mean, I almost scroll the templates like Instagram.
I like that as well.
Yeah. All right. So good. Yes. You know, are we connected on Instagram? You follow me?
I follow you all the time. Yes, we are.
Poor thing. Oh my God. Oh my God. You some stuff you don't even want to see. Well, I tell you what, as you make some new stuff on CapCut every once in a while, just go ahead and just DM it to me.
Okay, we'll do.
I want to see what you're creating. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, guys, just we're taking this thing to a whole nother level. I don't know if any of you guys are in the Rank Up Academy Go Getters program or the Pace Setters program. They are worth every dollar. Worth every dollar. I wish, you know, I think about, I wasted personally about a year and a half failing at network marketing. Right? A year and a half. And then I found Mr. Boggs, and what he taught me, I guess, was the real life one-on-one version of go-getters and pace setters, and ultimately the legacy leaders program. And it was not more than 12 to 18 months later that I was making over 50 grand a month. And when I think about what go-getters and pace setters cost, I would have gladly spent that or invested that to so just look at it. That means that it was 2 to 2.5 years before I hit the 50,000 a month, right? I would have gladly paid that in the very beginning to get there in 9 to 12 months. Right. And let's see. So Michelle, you asked me what program am I talking about? Michelle, did you you know how in the thing we say, well, actually, which question? I don't know what question I'm answering.
I'm sorry. I was actually trying to ask Michelle which program you and she were talking about. The
Okay.
the whatever it was.
CapCut. So
What?
Canva is what you can use to make like design post, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So I'm going to put it in the chat, design post. And then CapCut is what you can use to make your reels and videos.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, just get ready to go down the rabbit hole, girlfriend. You're going to love it. Love it. And here's the thing. You know, I look at some of the stuff that Mark creates. I look at the stuff that I create. I've never taken a CapCut class or a Canva class. Now, I'll tell you what I will do. We live in the age of, there's no reason today to not be able to do something. There really isn't, right? I think Mr. Bug said it on the last 3-day event. He said, I can't is cousin to I don't want to. Y'all remember he said that?
Mm-hmm.
I can't is cousin to I don't want to. It's more and more today that true, because if you don't know how to do something, there's a YouTube video to show you how to do. There's 1,000 YouTube videos how to do something, right? So we just talked about two tech platforms that can help make your stuff look amazing, right? Canva. Some of you guys are like, I don't even know how to spell Canva, Canva. Oh, well, I definitely don't know how to use it. Well, your first step should be go to YouTube and type in Canva beginner or Canva tutorial. And you're going to get 20,000 videos, right? Pick 5 of them and just sit down and watch them, right? Instead of watching a TV show, sit down and watch them, right? And do that. And now when you find the ones that resonate with you, how many of you keep notes in a central place so that you can refer back to them?
I do. Notes on my iPhone.
Okay, so you use the notes on your iPhone, right? And
Yes.
by the way, Michelle, I gotta find this one video for you. There's actually a system that you can use to create directories and make your notes like infinitely searchable.
Okay. Because
It
I have
is
to scroll through them now. Right.
right. So you don't have to scroll them. You can like organize them into sections and projects and stuff like that. Let me see if uh let me see what I can find for you. Okay, let me see if I can share. I'm gonna try to share this stuff with you guys without sharing too much confidential stuff. Hold on, let me see if I. So Michelle, check this out. You can prepare to be blown away. You ready?
Okay.
So this is Apple Notes, right? And so you can see down on the left side here, I got these. You see those? You see how it's doing that? You wish you know.
Yes. Yes.
And then so I got this HB project, and it's got a one underneath it, and then you have all these, right? And then you have it's got tags and hashtags and all that kind of stuff. I got an Iboomerang one. You see, I have all these different categories over here. And so and that's because I stumbled across a video on YouTube where this guy was showing a system to organize your notes so that you don't have to pay for another platform. And it's sick. You just have to use a combination of asterisk and the greater than signs, etc. But you'll find it, and it'll change your whole life. You'll start reorganizing, and so then what happens is the reason why I'm saying that is because then what happens is as you're watching your YouTube videos and you're searching for Canva, you could create a Canva section, and now you can just drop the links to your favorite videos there. That way you don't have to go back and search for them again.
I love it. Thank you.
See what I'm saying? Now I started using Notion, and so I do that now in Notion. Right. So I have in my Notion, I have an AI section. Right. So let's see. Go to Notion T, go to AI. Right. Now let me show you how clean this is, guys. You're gonna love this. Right. So in my Notion, you guys can see this is my AI section. Right down here, it's AI, business, personal. Right. So you go to AI section. By the way, I can get to all those things from here as well. Right. And then as I learn how to use Notion better, look at this. These are YouTube videos that I watched that I was like, oh man, these are good. Right. So what am I doing? I'm just plugging them in here so that I can refer back to them. Canva. I watched the video the other day. I like that. So I just stuck it here. I'm like, okay, that way I can get back to it. All right. I'm really becoming a beast at prompt writing. So these are where I keep in my prompt writing notes. So the key thing is as you're learning these things, right, you be organized about your learning so that you can perpetually benefit from your learning. You guys get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Also on YouTube, there's a watch list. There's a playlist called Watch Later, or you can make your own playlist, right? So what I do on YouTube is, you can't watch all the videos. And once you start searching for something, right? So Michelle, once you start searching for CapCut, all the CapCut videos, the YouTube algorithm says, oh, Michelle wants to learn about CapCut. So now every time you open your YouTube, it's going to have all these different CapCut videos. And you're going to, I want to watch that one. And I want to watch that one. And you can't watch it once. So what you do is you save it to your watch later, and your watch later becomes a curriculum. Then what happens is you'll start going to YouTube, and you'll already have stuff that you intend to watch. Like you might say, okay, Sunday morning, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get a cup of coffee, I'm gonna sit down and watch some of these videos that I flagged. You guys get where I'm going with that?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
very.
sir. Very
Is-
good.
Greg, you turned me on to the chat GPT. So I've been using it like crazy ever since we talked about that a couple of months back. I love it.
Absolutely good stuff. So I'm talking about, okay, so here's an idea. Let me give you guys an idea. Let me go to my YouTube. I just want to make sure that I'm on all kinds of stuff here. So hold on a second. Let's go T Gray's YouTube. Which one is that? It's this one. All right. So, you can see YouTube gives you, the algorithm knows I like DJ Gorilla. So he's always popping up on my thing at first, but then I got F1, right? But over here, where we go to drop this thing down over here, and you got watch later, and then you can see the videos that I've been flagging in my watch later. So I saw this video on prompts the other day. I'm like, great, I don't have time to watch it. I stuck it in my watch later, right? Then the godfather of AI warns you have no idea what's coming. Like, ooh, that sounds interesting. It sounds ominous. I think I want to watch that. Put it in my watch later, right? And then I saw this other video, create systems, not goals, how to build systems to actually achieve your goals. I'm like, oh, I want to watch that too. So these are all in my watch later. There's probably about 1,000 videos here because I'm a watch later hoarder, unfortunately. But I'm never at a loss for what I want to watch in YouTube because I'm always setting myself up to learn more. That's why I say, yes, sir.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Could you scroll up to that next video that you seen up under that?
The future of finance in the age of AI.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted to see? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
That one?
Hold tight. Screenshot. Thank you.
No problem. You got it?
I got it.
All right, cool. So that's how I operate. So that's why I say I can't is definitely cousin to I don't want to, because first of all, you can go learn how to do it, right? But now can I show you guys the ultimate trick?
Sure, go ahead.
Yes, please.
Y'all don't want to know the ultimate trick.
Yes, we
Come
do.
on.
All right, here's the ultimate trick. The ultimate trick is this. Hold on. Let me go to Chat GPT. Share my Chat GPT, right? Oh man, Michelle, you don't want me to show you this.
Yes, I do.
Yes, we both Michelles do.
All right, so here's what happens, right? You go to Chat GPT and you say, okay, there's two things you can do. You can say, give me step-by-step instructions on how to create a video. Nope, let's be more specific. An Instagram reel in CapCut. Y'all ready?
Yes.
Here is a step-by-step guide to create an Instagram reel in CapCut.
Oh,
Step
wow.
Before you start, download CapCut, collect your media, know your Instagram reel format. Step 1, start a new project, open CapCut, tap new project, select your videos, tap add. Let me ask you a question. How many of you guys can follow directions?
I can.
I used to get great A's in class when I was in school on that.
There you go. So that's what I'm saying. I can't is truly cousins to I don't want to, because there you go, right? But then I'm not even gonna take you to this next level.
Oh my God, what?
Now I think ChatGPT just launched this, but I use another AI called Perplexity. And I don't know if they've rolled this out to everybody yet, but now they've created AI agent browsers where the AI will do the stuff for you. Let me try to describe it for you. So 3 months ago, if I was on a shopping website and I wanted to find a discount code, I'm about to check out, and always has a place for a discount code.
Mm-hmm.
I would go to ChatGPT and say, hey, I'm on Amazon, let's say, give me a list of discount codes that have been proven to work recently. And it would give me a list, and then I would just go to Amazon and try them one by one, right? Well, I'm trying this browser now. It's got an AI assistant built into it, right? This is Perplexity's one. It's called Comet. Now I can, so what happens is now your browser, when you click the assistant, your browser's now in 2/3 of the screen, and the right third of the screen is the AI assistant. And now I just say, I go to the checkout page, and then now I go to the AI assistant in the right side of the page there, and I say, keep trying discount codes on this page until you find one that works. And I sit there and I watch it do it. Just take hands off.
Wow. Oh, wow. Awesome. Ooh.
The other day, Michelle, I was working on a spreadsheet in Google Sheets, and there was something I didn't know how to do, but I knew it was possible. And so I opened up that right third, the AI assistant, and I said, I just told her what I wanted to do, and I said, do it. And I literally took my hands off and I watched it, and it's thinking like, okay, this is the first thing I'm going to do is this. And like, I'm literally watching like dialogue boxes and stuff, open up on my screen. It just literally takes over and it does it. You could go to, you could literally go to iGo and say, build me a trip to Cancun. I want to stay at a 4-star hotel. My entire budget is $2,000, and it will just do it. It'll work your iGo for you with your hands off. You can go get coffee and come back.
Okay, I'm getting full again, T Gray.
All right. But just remember that the time that we live in right now, I can't is truly, you know what? I can't is no longer cousin to I don't want to. I can't is I don't want to's twin brother.
Okay.
We have too many things at our disposal. Okay. So, all right, cool, perfect. All right, enough of that one. I just wanted to empower you guys because, Holton gave you guys a lot of great content and ideas. And now I want to make sure you have the tools to execute on those ideas. Mari, did I help you out? Where did Mari? Did I lose Mari?
No, I'm here. I said, yes, you did. I made a lot of good suggestions. I know about Canva, but I didn't know about CapCut. And I definitely want to see how I can arrange my notes on my iPhone. So
all right, cool.
It's all good.
So just go on, Mari, go on YouTube, search for Apple Note system, and if I could, I don't want to blow up flight school time trying to find it for you because that was definitely before oh, you know what? Maybe.
I was gonna say I can definitely find it. I'm good at searching stuff, including
found
YouTube videos and how to do
if
stuff.
anybody finds it before the flight school is over, drop it in the deal.
Is there T Gray? Is there a? Never mind.
You know what? Let me just do one quick search in my YouTube.
I saw it on YouTube. It just said how to organize. It popped right up.
You did?
Yes.
Is that for Androids too?
I just said Apple. Sorry.
May have to find. You know what? That same guy may have done a similar video for Android. Let me just go to my YouTube history. What's Michelle, what's the guy's name that did the video?
Let's see. The Mac Whisperer. No, that's not it. Hold on. Where did he go? Hold on. Yeah, the Mac Whisperer. I can't talk this morning. A year ago. Clean up your Apple Notes.
I don't think that's the one, girl. Let's see.
The best pro tips. Okay.
It's Forever Notes. Oh man, here you guys go. You guys, this problem. I'm dropping it in the chat.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Boom. There you go. And just so you know, It's this guy. Hold on. I'm gonna share it so you know you're in the right place. This guy.
Yeah, I already
Right.
got him. I got him.
So if you're an Apple user, you go here and then click on Forever Notes. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because there's more videos there. And there's kind of 2 layers to this. The first layer is probably good enough. You know, he gets real deep, like with the daily journal. I'm like, okay, I never got that far. But I just wanted to use the organizing system. It's really gonna make a difference for you guys in terms of just keeping track of your stuff. Okay, and it's not overwhelming and everywhere. Mari, I'm coming back to you, love. What my recommended first step for you today is identify where you need to start, go to YouTube, search that, identify, 5 to 10 videos you need to watch, save them to your watch later, watch a few today, watch a few tomorrow, and then Monday is application day. Okay, you don't want to get stuck in learning because it's so easy to just be watching the videos. At a certain point in time, you got to do some, just try to do some of the stuff that you learn. Okay, you ready? All right, cool. Mark's not gonna talk to me anymore. All right, do we have any more slides, Mark? Before
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Next one is, that's not the next one. Oh yeah, that's the next one. Next one is October 24 to 26. Next big check challenge. I'm excited about it because I mean, I tell you right now, Holton blew my mind when he said what he wanted to talk about, and working with him to put that content together was just so much fun. I already know we're gonna totally 10x it for the next one. So go ahead and mark your calendars for that. Go ahead and buy your tickets. And also, we're gonna have a new Zoom link starting next week. We're consolidating our Zoom accounts, so we're gonna move Flight School to a new link starting next week. All right, so let your friends know. Definitely pay attention to the communication that Mark sends out because he's going to give you guys that link. And if you try to go to this link next week, ain't gonna work. Okay. So definitely want to encourage you guys to flag that. So let's get down to our training for today. Today just wanted to just do a quick conversation about something that I know everybody here already believes in, but it's certainly good for us to keep talking about it, which is personal growth and development. All right. Because the truth of the matter is, it's really the number one investment in your business. As I get older, and 57 is about to roll up next month, I'm seeing more and more that the number one thing, the number one place you can put your money is into you. Whether you're investing in your mind, you're investing in your health, it's the number one place you can put your money. I've never spent as much money on supplements and treatments and stuff as I do now when I realized, you know what? I gotta do what I gotta do so I can live forever. You know what I mean? So this is where this is where you need to spend your money, on your mind and on your body. That's the most important thing you can do. So personal development is your number one business investment. And as a person who runs several companies, I found that it's just so important to me to be super clear on potential spam. No way. They need to put a button so you can block those calls like so easily, right? But I've just found that it's just so. Have any of you guys experienced like personal growth depletion?
No.
No.
You've never experienced that?
That
Personal
depletion?
depletion,
Deep.
right? Like anybody here ever experienced energy depletion?
Yeah.
Yes.
We just
Yeah, absolutely.
run out of physical steam. Anybody here ever
Yes.
run out of mental steam?
Yes.
And have you ever kind of reached a point where you just kind of, it's like you're going through the forest and you just reach this really dark wall and you're like, oh my God, what do I do? Right. I call that personal growth depletion. That's like you kind of reach the outer limits of your personal growth. And now it's a signal that it's time to go deeper. It's time to evolve to another level. It's time to read more books and to put more stuff in there because you need some stuff that you don't have in order to be able to go to that next place. And so that's why personal development is the number one thing. You know, Warren Buffett, he reads. Mark, do you know the stat about how many books Warren Buffett reads? I mean, he's like he literally has it on his calendar every day. He spends time just reading, right? No wonder he's one of the richest people on the planet. So it's really the secret to building a business that will keep growing, right? Now, the number one business limitation in your business looks you in the mirror every single day. That is the number one limitation in your business. That is you, right? And most entrepreneurs won't admit it.
He reads 600 to 1,000 pages a day.
That's a lot. A day?
Yes.
He's cheating. He's doing something. He's got somebody reading that to him. But that counts. That counts, right? But folks, I'm here to tell you, it's wild, you know, how most people will not take responsibility. I think the number one lesson we can learn as adults, and those of you who are still raising, guiding, mentoring young people, the number one lesson you can teach them is to take full accountability for their results, good or bad. Because it's just really sad how many adults live in this blame game, right? When they don't want it, they just simply don't take responsibility for their results. You know, how many people blame their situation on the government, right? You know, or external factors, this one, that one. No, get to work, read a book, work harder, find a solution, do something, right? So when it comes to network marketing, you know, it's not the company structure. People think it's the company, so they go to another company. It's not the comp plan. They think it's the comp plan and go to another comp plan. It's not the product. They leave and go and sell another product. No, but the problem is that they take the problem with them from company to company.
Mm.
Just think about people that you know who said, you know what, Ibüümerang's not where it's at. Let me go to another company. Think about it for a second. Now, how many of those people are wildly successful now that they've gone to another company because that was the answer? No, they are simply floundering in another company. You know why? Because they took the flounderer with them. Right? Even here's another one. How many of those people are not even in the company that they left to go to, but they are in another company or another company or even another company? Because they keep believing that another company is the solution. No, that's not necessarily. And I'm not saying you can't move and go to another company if you like something better, if you think that's where you want to apply your energy, as long as you realize that it's not the company, it's you that's the engine. Right? And that's really what happens when you become like a top earner, a top performer. Now the companies want you because they know it's any company you go to, you're going to crush it. So they want you to come to their company because they understand it's not the company, it's you. Does that make sense? So just remember this. Oliver Holden says this, your business is never going to outgrow your personal growth. I want you to think of personal development as like the oxygen for your success. There's no oxygen, your business suffocates. If you could have the best opportunity in the world, but if you're not growing, you're going to hit those walls. You're going to hit a ceiling. And the ceiling is you. So not the company, not the plan, not the problem. Okay. So why, and by the way, I'm having fun with this. I literally learned how to do what I'm doing right here just before the call. I am a notorious button clicker. So this is what I say. Ooh, what does this do? Right? Because I realize I can't break their software. Right? The worst thing that can happen is I could lose my presentation. So anyway, why is personal development the number one investment? Because number one, let's talk about jobs. In a job, of course, you guys already know you trade your time for money. Your ability to earn is limited by the amount of time that you have. And so because time is finite, growth is finite. Entrepreneurship. Now your income's tied to your mindset and your skills. The only ceiling is the one that you create or the one that's your mind, right? Now you learn to leverage time, you multiply your skills, you get better and better. Like, so for example, we talked today as entrepreneurs about some new tools. Wait till you see what Mari is doing on social media 30 days from now. I can tell you. If Mari takes what the conversation that we had about things like Canva and CapCut and just applies just a few little things, don't get deep in it. You don't need to become a master. You just apply to do just a few little things, your social media is gonna go to another level. Leadership impact. When you grow, your whole team is gonna grow. Because here's the reality: if you're the leader of your team, you represent the lid. You know what the lid is, right? The lid is the top of the Tupperware container. The contents can't get past the lid. What's inside the container is your team. So, if you don't keep going higher, eventually you're going to get to a place where your level of leadership will be the limiting factor for your team. Is that crazy? It's wild. So you got to keep filling up your cup. And I guess that's kind of what I was describing for when I was talking about personal growth, personal development, depletion. You get to a point where you've emptied the cup. You've gone as far as you can go based on what you've already learned and your level of growth. And when you start to get a little bit of struggle, that's kind of a clue that you need to learn some more stuff. Alexander, how do you respond to someone leaving our company and trying to contact me? Well, first of all, that's against the rules. But at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you it's a personal decision. If you are not interested, just tell them so. Right? I've got friends all over the industry, and I already know I get those messages. I can tell them. Hi, Tigray. I already know where this is going. I'm like, hey, Joe, how you doing? And they're like, I'm doing great. Have you heard about so and such company? No, Joe. Well, we're over here rocking. They got the best comp plan. They got the best this and the best that and whatever. I say, hey, look, Joe, I love you, man. And I'm always going to take a minute to listen to you. But to be honest with you, I'm not recruitable. I'm simply, let's not waste each other's time. I'm here for you as a friend, but I'm not interested in making any moves at this time. All right. So, that's how I handle that, Alexander, so that I'm not killing friendships and shutting down doors, but telling them basically leave me alone. Right. And so kind of getting back to this, jobs are time limited. Entrepreneurship is personal growth limited. So as you grow, I got to tell you guys, I have met so many powerful and influential and incredibly wildly successful people literally in the last 90 days. And I can just sit down and have a conversation with them or a cigar with them or whatever. And it's insane how many of those people just gravitate to me and just like, is there anything that I can do to get you to be a part of our company? It's wild. And we didn't even talk about anything deep or specific. And I'm like, what is it? And it's basically personal growth is like curry. You guys know about curry, right? If you have a diet where you eat a lot of curry, you don't even need to say what your ethnicity is. It comes through your pores. You could be blindfolded and I could walk you into a room of people of an ethnicity where they have a lot of curry in their diet, and you'll know. I'll say, what is the ethnicity of the room that you're in, and you'll be able to say right away. Right? Personal growth is like that too. You don't need to say anything. You just need to show up. You walk different, you talk different, you got a different level of confidence, you're bright because you are empowered and you know where you're going and you know how you're getting there and you believe in your future and people can sense that, you know? So let's talk about the 4 pillars that change literally everything. Okay? The first is books, the second is audios, the third is mentors, the fourth is events. And they're not complicated. Everybody has access to it. And by the way, here's what's not up for debate. Whether or not it works. It works. Okay? But the key thing is consistency, because that's what success loves. All right? So we're going to talk about them, and then it's up to you to do it. It's up to you to be consistent or not. So the first pillar is books. And it's cliched. I know you've heard this already, leaders or readers, but every successful entrepreneur has a library, whether it's physical or digital, right? You know, I remember, Mark, and remember we just used to have so many books. And Mark, you know, I still have all those books. Poor Mark, because every time I move, my brother comes and helps me move. And because he's the guy with all the muscles, he gets to carry the heavy boxes. And there's a few boxes that are really heavy. There's one that's filled with journals, and there are several that are filled with books. I don't know, we may need to, I don't know. The books are for show at this point because I don't read physical books mostly. I listen to them or I read them on my iPad, right? But every successful entrepreneur has a library, and that's where they spend their time. You know, so here are some primers. Many of you have read these books already. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So, I love you. She's like, get your own muscles tea. I got a couple of so, but just not as many as Adonis over there. That is like Mark says, don't move anymore. I try to move every 2 or 3 years just so Mark can get some exercise. So how many of you have read Think and Grow Rich? Anybody?
I have.
Yeah. How many times?
I know. Not just read it several times. I actually studied it. In other words, I try to make a little research paper out of it.
There you go. Now that's next level right there, Herb. Cynthia, you've read it? Awesome. Awesome. I got to tell you guys, that book is a success Bible. Now, let me ask you a question. If I just said that Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill is a success Bible, what should be the next thing that you do?
Go purchase it.
Get the book.
Get the damn book. Read it, digest it, study it like Herb did. Carry it as a Bible. You need so you need to become a Bible thumping business fanatic. Thinking chapter 1, verse 2. Right?
TT Gray.
Yes, sir.
I not only just did that, what is it, the law of success?
Well, I'm gonna go there. The laws of Napoleon Hill success.
What I'm trying to say is I have a lot of books by Napoleon Hill. I also have a lot of audio books by Napoleon Hill.
So here's the thing. Napoleon Hill studied successful people and what made them successful. How many of you want to be successful? Why figure it out yourself? Where when someone has done a detailed study of the most successful people in the world, identified their commonalities, the way they think, the way they move, the way they do, the way they work, their philosophies, and you can learn how. Thank you, Pat. Why reinvent the wheel? Why stumble across the world of life through your life trying to figure it out when the primer has already been written? So, if you have not read the book, that is your immediate assignment. If you have read the book, your immediate assignment is to reread it and add this next one to your list. Also by Napoleon Hill. The Master Key to Riches. The Master Key to Riches. Somebody put in the chat for the rest of the group. The Master Key to Riches. Read that one second. Think and Grow Rich first. Yes, right, so. You know who told me to read that book. The Master Key to Riches. Oh my goodness. I can tell you right now, if we dig up Mark's copy of The Master Key to Riches, it is in tatters. It is highlighted. The pages are holding on for dear life. The Master Key to Riches by Napoleon Hill. The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. The Magic of Thinking Big. That's another one that Holton had us read and listen to over and over again. The Magic of Thinking Big. So my question is, what's on your nightstand right now? If the only thing on your nightstand is your phone charger because you scroll your phone before you go to bed, and by the way, that's why you can't sleep, by the way, because that blue light is totally screwing up your circadian rhythm. Try to read 15 to 30 minutes before you go to bed. You'll sleep better and you will succeed more. All right? All right. What's next? Pillar number 2. Let me go to my little spotlight toy. There we go. Audios and podcasts. This is where I live. I live here. This is why I was trying to clean up, Mark. I was trying to clean up my watch later list the other day. You know, just everyone, you get to those little mindless minutes where you can't listen to anything, you can't do anything. You're like, okay, let me just do something mindless that I know that I need to do just to take my mind off everything, right? I said, I'm gonna clean up my watch later list. So I open it up on a browser. I scroll down to the bottom. When I started, if you would have said, T. Gray, how many videos do you think you have in your watch later list? I'd have probably said, I probably got maybe about 100, 150. Bro, it was over 1,000.
What?
Yeah.
I listen to podcasts when I drive into work.
Yeah, right. So if I'm walking in the morning, I'm listening. If I'm driving, I'm literally listening to YouTube videos, right? And I become for me, I become very, very situational. Whatever it is that I'm dealing with at the time, that's what I'm going to be watching, reading, listening to on YouTube. So your commute time, right? Like Mark said, when you're working out, you can have it on your headphone. Hey, just because it's a video doesn't mean you need to watch it. There are some videos you need to watch, like how-to video. But when you're listening to successful people talk about how to be successful, how to leverage AI into what you're doing, where social media is going, and it's just people talking, you don't got to watch the video. Now, some of you might say, well, if I let my phone close, the video stops playing. Well, pay for YouTube Premium then. And videos will play when you close your phone. Oh, it's like, I don't know what it is. $12 a month. Well, get rid of some cable channels. Ain't shit on there anyway. That's a better $12 a month to spend. Imagine spending $12 a month so that you can watch and learn and feed yourself in an uninterrupted fashion. Just think of it as a mental IV. You guys know what an IV is, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yep, for sure.
And imagine in order to get the IV that you need, you got to go and sit there in the drip spot to get the IV. Imagine if you could just take it on the go and get an IV as you're moving around your house or moving around your office. That freedom, right? To be able to untether yourself. Well, the same thing with your YouTube or your Audible while sleeping, right? We talked about that last week. The last time we were on, so sorry, I gave you guys what I listen to when I'm sleeping. Pay for YouTube Premium. You might not want to turn off Hulu or Netflix and pay for new YouTube Premium. All right. Okay. Walking. We talked about walking. Now I know I said that I know what this rap battle, this battle going on between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, but that's only because it is like pervasive on Instagram. Not because I listen to a whole bunch of music. I really don't. I really don't. If somebody doesn't tell me somebody's got something new and come play it for me, I probably won't know. Because I am typically either listening to three things. One, YouTube videos on topics that are in areas that I want to grow and develop in. Two, music with no words. My new guy is DJ Gorilla. Because now at this point in time, I'm just relaxing my mind or allowing my mind to focus. That music fades into the background because there aren't any words. And then my mind now gets to compute and solve problems and dream dreams and build plans, etc. The words would interrupt, the words would hijack my mind. Or three, nothing, silence. That is 90% of the time, that's what's going on when I'm listening to. And then repetition. You might say, well, T. Gray, if you watch the video, why you save the link so I can watch it again? Because the first time, you understand. The fifth time, you internalize. The 10th time, it's now part of your operating system. The fifth time, it becomes part of Herb Grant OS.
T. Gray,
Yes, sir.
I just want to mention something to everyone. Every morning, I listen to Jim Rohn's Self-Discipline every morning before I start my day on YouTube.
So that's why it's part of your operating system. Now it becomes part of how you do what you do. And it's crazy. I don't know if any of you have experienced this where you've listened to something so many times that as you go about your daily life, it literally drives how you operate. Like, and it applies to people too, right? You know, Mark, remember BG, B Green. B Green used to always say, touch it once, touch it once. Touching it more than once is a waste of time, energy, and movement. And I laugh because, like, even as I'm going through my morning routine, as I pick up a vitamin bottle, I'm like saying to myself, touch it once. You know, like it just becomes how I operate. Touch it once. So don't, you know, if I open something that has a wrapper, I'm like, throw it away right now so that you only touch it once. Don't put it down, because then if you put it down, you pick it up, now you touched it twice. You know, so these things start to become part of how you operate automatically, and that's what you want. How many of you want to be just your operating system is just dialed in to success habits and success thoughts, right? So that's pillar 2, audios and podcasts. Pillar 3 is mentorship. And what's cool about mentorship is mentorship cuts time, right? Remember, I wasted a whole year trying to figure out network marketing on my own. I got with Holton and I started making money. Why? Because he'd already covered the ground that I was trying to figure out, right? How many of you guys have had this conversation with your kids? Hey, I was 15 already. I remember saying to my son one day, I'm like, bro, let me tell you something that 2 things that are true. I've been 25 before, but you've never been 56. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, just somebody who has already had the success that you want, learn. So, you know, HB, myself, other folks, you know, we can show you the shortcuts. We can show you how to get there. Your upline, PDDG, you know, these folks have walked the path that you're already on, and they can help you get there faster. And now you can get clarity today versus trying to figure it out tomorrow. That's why I love the master classes and the 3-day events that Holton is doing, because they provide the shortcut to success. So you don't have to stumble around. Every hour that you spend learning from HB on a master class, or the 3-day events or flight school, it save you months of mistakes, right? And so the 4th and final pillar is events. Breakthrough happens in the room. All right. Next time you guys have a chance to get in the room with Darren and HB, just go. Go. Right. We're not doing a whole bunch of Ibüümerang events right now, so that's your event. Go. Right. Don't miss the 3-day weekends. Those are your events. Because they give it to you. And if you can find a way to be one of the 15 people that will allow to be in the room, is different, right, Pat? Where's my girl, Pat?
Absolutely.
You've done it both ways. You've done it both ways, right? You've done it.
I certainly have.
You've done it in the room. I'm giving you the mic. What's the difference?
You know, when you're there, it's almost like osmosis. Whatever words are coming out, you feel like it feels almost like that IV of which you just spoke, that your body is just being invaded by all of these extra nuggets. And it really, really is something special. I think when you go, you're hearing the spoken word, you're hearing it up close and personal, and you take notes, that is just a powerful, dynamic combination. And I'd recommend it for, you know, I've been to the Rank Up Academy 3 times live. And the only reason for not being able to go for the last 2 that they've held is because my travel schedule has taken me elsewhere. But if you can do it, then do it. When I say that there are times when we look at the cost of something, I always look at the cost of not doing something. And that's far more expensive than what you would come out of your wallet to pay. So I'd recommend it to any and everybody. Take advantage of that opportunity.
And Pat, you've already in your life been very successful. You're very respected. You've accomplished a lot. But I have literally seen you grow over the last 6 months.
Absolutely.
And it's insane. Like I'm listening to you now, and it just really hit me. And so I just, Pat's, just take it from Pat. I'm not selling. Pat's not on commission. She's just done it both ways. She's been in the room, she's been on Zoom, and Zoom is, hey, if that's all you can do, definitely do that. Right? But it takes, Pat, would you say it takes a lot more work to try to get close to the value of being in the room watching on Zoom?
It doesn't take more work. It just takes one bit of commitment to say, I'm going to do it. You have to commit to say, I'm going on Zoom. You have to commit to saying that I'm going to set aside 2.5, 3 days of my time sitting at my desk and being focused. When you're in the room, it's actually a lot less taxing on you, because when you're in the room, you don't have anywhere to go. You've got eyes looking at you. You're looking at the subject, and it's actually a lot easier, because when you're at home on Zoom, you're thinking, okay, let me get up and grab a cup of coffee. That doesn't happen. In the room, you actually, if you need a cup of coffee in the midst of something, somebody's going to bring it to you, so that you don't have to miss 1 ounce of the energy that's being expended on your behalf for your growth. It's awesome.
Right? And that's what I was asking, right? So being in the room is actually easier.
It's easier, yeah.
Being on Zoom. You don't even have to worry about what you're going to eat.
Right.
Right? Because 30 minutes before the session ends, Anna runs out and gets food, lays it out in the kitchen. So when we break, all you do is just go there and you get your food, and you get to eat with Mr. Bugs and ask him questions.
That's exactly right. And even people who have dietary restrictions like I do, it's like whatever you want is there. It's like there's always something for you. It's an experience that at least once you would want to have. And I guarantee you, once you've had it once is not going to be enough. You're going to want to go back. Why? Initially, my belief was that I don't need to go back a second time because I was there last month. But I can tell you, being on either between the Zooms and the lives 7 times, I think now in a row, every single one is different. Everyone is different. There are new things to be learned every single time. And to me, there's a premium to be paid for personal growth. And if you're not willing to pay it, then it means that you just don't want to live.
Come on, Pat.
Really?
Woo, girl.
Really?
But you know what, Pat? You know what you just made me think of? You know why
What's
this one is different? Because in order to deliver the 3-day weekend in excellence, Mr. Bugs has to grow. He has to read. He has to study. And as he continues to read and study and investigate, his personal knowledge base and experience base is growing. And that comes out in each subsequent event.
Absolutely.
So they're going to always be different. Then they're not going to be repetitive. And you see where he's come to. It's just absolutely wild. Thank you, my love. We miss you. I hope you're coming back soon.
Yeah, see, the dates are really weird because the next one I'm heading off to South Africa. I have a conference down in Cape Town, South Africa. So
Dang it. Me and Pat gonna be in South Africa during this next one, Mark.
You're carrying her bags?
I'm carrying her bags, man. All right, cool. So how does growth drive your business results? Number one, leadership. Note this, folks. People follow you, not just the product. I'll give you an example. How many of you guys have heard the story of how when Mr. Bugs joined the coffee company, how for the first 6 months they didn't have any coffee? Right? Like we've gone several weeks, you can't get into Elevate, right? And some folks are bursting into flames. Imagine being in a company where you're selling coffee and there's no coffee for 6 months. They're literally, Pat, is crazy. They were having people smell the sachets. And they had people, their business was growing with no product. Why? Because people follow the leader. They buy into the vision, right? So your growth is going to determine the level of influence. You might be saying to yourself, man, I wish people would follow me that way. Okay, well, grow. And people will. Second, your mindset. Let me tell you, there are 3 things that you will most certainly experience as you try to build this business and any business, a family, as you just try to live your damn life. This is what you will experience: pressure, rejection, and setbacks. Listen to your elder statesman. I'm going to be 57. I'm going to tell you right now, you are not my elder statesman. Michelle's like, you are not my elder statesman. But that's okay. I'm going to be your elder statesman today, ladies. Pressure, rejection, and setbacks, you cannot avoid them. And that's why Jim Rohn said, what did he say? Don't ask for it to be easier. That's how he says it too. Don't ask for it to be easier. Ask for what?
Ask to get better.
I love it, Chris. Yeah, boy. Ask to get better.
Or one thing he also said was, I remember he said, don't look for things to be easier, look to be more wiser.
Yes, right? The same wind that blows on us all. Don't ask for less wind. Ask for, who's going to finish it? The ability to get a better sail.
That's right.
Right? So that's all mindset. Some people have what's called mental toughness. And some people crumble and blow away like dandelion leaves at the first city. Which one are you? How do you get mentally stronger, bro? Duplication. You know, Pat, I think about every network marketing organization that I've built. And I kind of look back and I can understand why people say network marketing is a cult. Because it became clonish. Because your team does what you do. You're like a parent, right? And you're going to either be a good parent or you're going to be a bad parent. So your habits become your team's habits. What you do, they do. They don't do what you say. They are like children. They're not children, they're adults, but they're like children. And I'll tell you right now, network marketing children are even more critical than children. You know why? Because they're adults. And adults can see through your bullshit. So if you're getting on your call and you're saying, do this and do this and do this and do this, and you're not doing it, they are sitting on the other side of the Zoom calling bullshit. We know you ain't doing that. So they do what you do. You better lead by example.
Excuse me, T. Gray. Can we pause right there?
Yes, sir.
That's kind of my problem with me building, right? Because I think technically I'm a customer for real. I've been on flight school every week.
Yeah.
Just because Saturday mornings I really don't do nothing outside football anymore. So I think now with me being in the trading space and me understanding what I'm doing, talking to people is kind of hard, man, because you can see all the BS with people when you say, hey, if I have to try to get you to understand being on flight school on Saturdays, for an example, as a network marketer, if you're trying to build your business, this is a must. You have to do this, right? So for me as a trader, it's hard for me to talk to people and get them to understand what I have to offer them when I can already kind of sort of see that I have to deal with your already beliefs and what you have right now based on what you already said. So now I feel like I have to convince you to a degree, because it feels like if I had to convince you, you won't go to class, you won't do the things that you need to do. It's like you can offer that and they see it. Like, for an example, I'm sorry, I don't mean to change it a little bit.
This is good.
For an example, right? I met a guy last night at my son's football game. We went to the homecoming. That's where I get my best interaction at, with me being able to physically touch you. But with me being able to physically touch you, I'm able to give you a conversation to where you can see the value in me that I'm able to offer you as a friend, or a person that you can see that understands where you're coming from, that's able to listen to you, right? But when it comes down to you talking to people and people saying, yeah, man, I'm with that, man, show me how to do that. And that's why I was asking you about the other side, because all I send is the other side. We have a conversation and that conversation is fire. We're to a point where we say, okay, you're almost ready to sign yourself up almost, right? But I have the indecity to show you, hey, let me show you what you're signing yourself up for before we get started, right? And T-grade jokers won't even open up the other side. You know what I'm saying? And it just be like, bro, why do I spend all my time having this conversation with you most of the time? Some people are firing, you know, they're fired up about, like, even with this crypto space, right? So many people don't know about that space, but when you're standing in that space and you hear that, and they conversate with you about it, and by me being in the space, and I know it, and it's like when we conversate about it, people be so fired up, but then when it's time to actually do it, get into it, you don't show up. You know, so it's just like, dog, like, why do I keep fighting with people that don't want to fight? That's the reason why, for me, I'm with my younger guys, because they don't know. So let me get in front of some ones that actually want to do it, that has no, like a lot of my sons, they don't have fathers in their home. So all these little young guys that come over here, I got them. You ain't got no choice. You over here. I'm going to give you the same respect that I give my boys, because you come with them. Until you change that, we're going to have a problem, right? So I focus on them, because I talk to so many older adults that's so set in their ways to where when you see a problem, like with the economy and how the economy is going, why not get in here and try to figure out how to cover yourself just in case something happened with your money that you got tied up here? Well, you don't want to figure that out first? And it's so much, like you say, don't want to be accountable. Everybody cool with excuses because they feel good because they cool with being broke.
So Chris, let me ask you. Let me ask you. Do you really want me to help you break through that?
For sure.
Will you allow me to?
For sure.
So one of the first things I want to teach you is the power of questions. Because the questions you ask are going to determine the results that you attract and the answers that you get. So if your question is, why do all these people never, want to invest in themselves? Why don't nobody open the video? Right? You know what you're going to attract into your life? People who don't open videos, people who don't want to, you're attracting that. One of the hardest lessons that Holton taught me is when I'm not getting the results that I want, which in this case, you're not getting the results that you want, to look at me first. Because you're looking at the people. But what I just heard you say is that you're able to lead children, but you're not able to lead adults. So the real solution Chris, is going to be for you to develop the skill and the ability and the influence that allows you to lead adults. So you can lead children because of your positional leadership, right? They're children, you're an adult. They're young boys, you're a big man. So automatically you're in a position of authority. But when you're meeting adults and you guys are on par, well, it requires a different skill set. I'm experiencing that because my son is now 25. When he was younger, I just tell him what he needed to do. Now I can't do it anymore because he's a man. I have to use a different set of skills to get results in leading my son. So, homework assignment for you is to do a deep dive study on how you can become more persuasive and how you can become more influential in leading adults. I can give you some hints as to some of the things that you're going to learn. You're going to learn the ability to ask questions to find out what people really want. And you're going to learn the ability to gently, and sometimes not so gently, bring them face to face with their limiting beliefs and actions, right? I'll give you an example. When I was first building and sending videos out to people, Chris, I experienced lots of people not watching my videos either. But instead of saying, oh man, these people don't watch no videos, I send the videos, they don't even watch them. Why waste my time sending them videos? Holton taught me the two most powerful questions in the world. That's when I say, why don't people watch my videos? Or why does this always happen to me? Or what? Those are limiting questions. But there's two questions in this world. I'm going to teach you the formula, the hack to asking questions that will get the universe to move things in your favor. And everybody should be right. The first question is, how can I blank? I'm putting it in the chat for you guys right now. Hold on, Chris. How can I? That is the first most empowering question in the world. The second most empowering question is, what can I do to blank? Okay? What goes in the blank? Whatever the result is that you're trying to get. In your case, how can I get people to actually watch the video? What can I do to get people to actually watch the video? How can I get more people to show up to my Zoom? What can I do to get more people to show up? Because, by the way, notice how empowering it is, because it's going to focus you on actions that you can take, because you can't control other people, but you can become more persuasive, right?
I'm sorry. I think that's why I'm so passionate about my trading and the results I have for me. And it's like when we have those conversations, it's like people be like, man, I'm with it because I have to do something. And it's like, okay.
Right, but stay with me, Chris.
I'm with you. Come on. I'm with it.
Right?
I'm with it.
Because we already know you're trading, you're getting good results, and that gets them to the table.
Right.
Now you're sending them a video about how they can take the next step, and they're not taking that next step, right? So now you can say, how can I make sure that they take that next step? How can I make sure that they watch the video? How can I make sure that they come on Coffee and Charts? How can I make sure that they, come to the boot camp for trading or whatever it is?
For sure.
So when people weren't watching my videos, and I learned to ask, how can I get more people to watch my videos? I became very open to new skills and techniques and ways that I could be more persuasive and influential and actually get people to do what they say they were going to do. When I said, what can I do to, now what that does is it opens me up to a list of things that I can do, right? So I'll tell you how it changed my behavior. It changed my behavior so that now when I prospect Mark and I have a video, I'll say, hey, Mark, I'm gonna send you this video. Great, I send you the video. And then Mark don't watch the video. Now I go like this. Hey, Mark, if I send you this video, will you make it a priority to give it a professional look? Now, before you answer, Mark, let me explain what I mean by a professional look. If you're going to watch something that's important and it can make you the kind of money that we just talked about through trading, do you think it would make sense to kind of shut down everything else, turn off your Instagram, put your kids away, put your pets away, tell your wife to leave you alone? The video is 15 minutes. For 15 minutes, give you 15 minutes to focus on something that could change your life? Mark says yes. So if I send you this video, will you make it a priority? By the way, when things are a priority, when do you do them?
Right away.
Right away. Will you make it a priority to give this video a professional look? He says yes. I said, great. What did I just do? I programmed him that this video is important, that this video has gold in it, that I already told him how I want him to watch the video, and he agreed with me. I got him to say yes. Chris, I worked on this.
Got you.
But I still won't give him the video. He just said yes. I won't give it to him. You know why? Because I've learned that that yes is not good enough. Now, that took my watch the video ratio from 10% to 25%. But I don't want 25%. I'm going for 80. So I say, okay, great. When are you going to do it? He still doesn't have my link. He said he's going to make it a priority to give it a professional look. We defined and agreed on what professional look looks like. He said he would do it, and I'm still not giving him the link. I'm like, when are you going to watch it? Now I'm making him plan. I'm making him think. Oh, yeah, well, when am I going to watch this? I promise you, up until this point in the conversation, he has not given any thought to when he's going to do it. But now I'm making him think about it. Well, when are you going to do it? So he starts thinking. He goes, I think I'll watch it tonight. Great. What time do you think you're going to watch it? What? I'm making him get even more specific. I'm making him plan his life right now. So now he says, okay, well, you put the kids to bed around 8. I got to read little Johnny a story. By the time things calm down, it'll be about 8:45. I'll watch it at 9 o'clock. Great. So 9 o'clock, you're going to watch it? Yeah, I'll watch it at 9 o'clock. Are you seeing the psychology behind what I'm doing?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So he says he's going to watch it at 9 o'clock. Now I'm going to take him one step further. I still will not send him the link. I'm doing this for him. Because if I would have sent him the link the first time he said it, he wouldn't watch it. If I would have sent him the link the second time he said it, there's only a 25% chance he's going to watch it. I now got him up to about 50, 60% that he's going to watch it. But you want to know how I'm going to get him to 80? I'm going to say this. Great. The video is 15 minutes, Mark. So if you start watching it at 8:45 and I give you a call at, let's say, 9:15, you would have watched it already, right? Yes. Great. Put me down for 9:15. Let's you and I catch up. I want to get your thoughts on the video. Now he's going to watch the damn video. And now I'm going to send it to him. And by the way, one other thing was happening. One of the biggest excuses for why I didn't watch the video. The dog ate my video. No, you know what they say? I didn't get it. So I'm like, Mark, okay, hold on a second. I'm going to send you that link now. I sent it. Did you get it? I'm waiting for him to confirm that he has the freaking link. He can't use that excuse. Now, even with this process, I don't get 100% watch. But I promise you, my watch rate when I send somebody a video is 80+%. 8 out of 10 people are going to watch my video because I never deviate from this process. But this process exists because I didn't say, man, why these people don't watch the damn video? This process exists because I said, what can I do to get more people to complete the assignment? How can I get more people to complete the assignment? And by the way, it works in every aspect of life. If I want to make another 100 grand in the next 90 days, this is where I start. How can I make $100,000 in 90 days? What can I do to make 100 grand in 90 days? And it just tells the universe, hey, that's what I need to see. That's what I need to hear. I may not know the answer. Pat, you already know this because you were in the room with us. We talked about this, right? I'm going to ask that question 20 times with all my passion, all my energy. So the universe knows I really want to freaking know how to make 100 grand in the next 90 days. And if you bring me that information, universe, I'm going to do something with it. I'm worthy of the answer to that question. So, Chris, my challenge to you is to shift your perspective. Stop worrying about the people. Worry about you. I'm going to tell you right now, and I say this with all love and respect because you know I love you and you know I respect you. And every time I see you, we got great big brother hugs. And it's like we ain't seen each other in a long time.
For sure.
But I'm going to tell you the reason that people don't watch your video is you. You have spoken that into being. You've put that into your universe. I'm telling you, if you take responsibility for people watching the video, you're not going to make them watch the video.
Right.
Right? You've raised enough children. You've been around enough children to have learned to be persuasive. Right? Every one of us has had this experience. Okay, here comes the airplane. Right? Mom is trying to get us to take the medicine. Right? We got to do it with the adults too. All I did was the here comes the airplane version of how to get Mark to watch the video. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris, I love you for that. Thank you for allowing me to do that. And
I need it. I need it. I
yes,
need
sir,
it.
brother.
I do. Thank you so much.
You're gonna come. I need you to come back to me in 30 days and tell me how that's changed your results. And by the way, our side is done. So what I'm gonna challenge you to do is also make your own video. Okay. But here's the deal, folks. I hope everybody here took notes on that because that is how you solve anything. Some of you are like, how do I make better posts on social media that get more engagement? How do I? What can I do? Fill in the blank. Some of you are having relationship challenges with your kids and you want to have a better relationship with your kids. How do I establish a better connection with little Johnny? What can I do to solve the rift between me and little Jane? That blank, those two questions will solve every problem in your life. Business, personal, everything.
Tigre, can I just interject one thing?
Absolutely, my love.
If Chris wants to be able to role play and find out what he's doing and how he can say it, I just want to offer to say he's welcome to call me.
Chris, you see that? We got family here. That's love right there. That's love. Pat, give Chris your phone number.
Thank you.
Yep.
Chris, please.
Thank you, man, Pat. I love you.
Yeah, man.
That's for real. Thank you.
I tell you right now, Pat, oh man, you touched my heart with that, man. I love it. I love you, girl. All right, everybody, let's wrap this up. I think I'm close to the end here. Love you, Chris, man. Thank you for that. That was needed. I promise you, everybody needed that. And I also promise you that I broke my thing. Am I sharing anything?
Yes. Yeah, you are.
Let's see. Try this again. Okay. I just broke it, I think. All right. And Where were we? We were here. No, we weren't. We were
right there.
We were there. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, and then your results. You know, when you do this, it shows everywhere. Like, I love Chris for doing that, because if he didn't, he continued the same problem would persist. Now he has a formula for how to fix it. He's going to be bad at first, then he's going to be good, and then he's going to be great, then he's going to be exceptional, right? And it's going to show everywhere. It's going to show in his posture. It's going to show in his language. It's going to show in his confidence. It's going to show in his business. It's going to show in his bank account. And then it's going to show in his legacy. Because what superpower is Chris going to teach those boys? Could you imagine being 10, 12, 15, 16, having Chris as your mentor? He's cracked the code on this. He's not preaching from something that he read. He's ministering from his stripes. He's able to say, hey, I was here, I learned this, and now I'm here, and teach these boys the power of asking those two magical questions. Could you imagine? Can you imagine, folks, if someone would have taught you the power of those two questions when you were 15 years old? Oh my God. Right? Absolutely. Okay. So, your practical plan. Number one, make a daily commitment to doing something, right? Establish your weekly disciplines. Set monthly milestones. Make this specific. And you guys know I'm a huge fan of the bathroom mirror. That's where all stuff needs to live.
What can I do?
What are your non-negotiables? You want, like, I got a new non-negotiable. You know what my non-negotiable is? Every night before I go to bed, I set out all my vitamins and supplements for me and my wife. Because I asked the question, what can I do to make sure that we take our vitamins and supplements every day? Because if I leave it for the morning, what happens to all of us? We get time crunched. You find yourself like, oh man, I got to scramble. I got to go. And I got to tell you guys right now that if I hadn't set my vitamins and supplements out last night at 1:30 a.m. when I came in from the club, there's no way I would have taken my vitamins and supplements this morning before flight school. Because I promise you I got up at the last possible minute. Right? So that's now a non-negotiable. Doesn't matter how tired I am. It doesn't matter how late it is. I put it all out. Everything's out. That way in the morning, it's just like, roll. Right? Do the same thing in your business. And then what happens is it becomes a lifetime philosophy of becoming a forever student, getting better, et cetera, et cetera. All right? So, what's your next book you're going to read? Write it down. Decide right now. What are you going to read? Put it in the chat. What's the next book you're going to read? And by the way, Mark, I guess I did this. I spoke the magic words at the beginning. Remember the magic words were? Oh, this is going to be a quick flight. Those words they do something, right? Okay, I don't see any books in the chat. What's the next book you're going to read? Come on, family. Some of you guys need the next book you need to read is Think and Grow Rich, because you didn't read it yet. Slide Edge, Magic of Thinking Big. Okay, good. Show the previous slide. Now Michelle wants to, Becky wants to see if I know how to go backwards. Oh, I did it. That one. By the way, Becky, this is my first time, I think, or maybe my second time ever presenting with this software platform. Okay, you got it, Becky? You got your screenshot?
Got it. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, T Green.
Yes, sir.
Crazy, man, that the book I'm reading right now is actually breaking the habit of being yourself.
My man. Because guess what's on my night table right now? right? So you heard me talk about that. And you know what? And by the way, Chris, reading that book for me, and I'm sure for you, it comes from a place of humility. Because if you're going to read a book that says breaking the habit of being yourself, it means that you are acknowledging that your current self is not good enough for what you want.
No, not even close.
Right? You got to become something better. So that's why bro, you're my brother, man, right there. All right. What audios are you going to listen to? How are you going to incorporate some of the YouTube hacks that we talked about today? What's the next event you're absolutely committed to attending? Okay, obviously that needs to be this next 3-day event. Put it on your calendar, book your travel, make it non-negotiable, whatever. And this is why I love Pat. She stepped up to this right away. Who's your accountability partner? Who are you going to work with so that you actually do this? Chris, I know you know this because you roll from the heart. But Pat literally said in her soul, I want to help make sure Chris develops his skill and goes where he needs to go. That was truly a selfless moment. I mean, Pat, I'm telling you right now, you are proof that this world is not totally shit. Only I can say it that way, right? Come on, folks. Don't let this be just another motivational pep talk, rah-rah session.
But T Gray, can I say something though, real quick?
Absolutely, my brother.
With me and Pat though, I've always showed me Pat love. I got in 2020, 2019, something like that. Every time I saw me and Pat, man, I had to hug her because, man, I understood even back then, like, me and Pat was a legend. Like, she was always going somewhere. She was always taking off. And then me and Pat background is accounting. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, just think about the information that she has that we all able to sit here with each other and love on each other. And if we love on each other, we'll be able to help each other because that's what it's about. It's not about helping now. It's about being able to put yourself in position to be accountable for yourself to where you can be able to possibly help later. You know?
Chris, this is totally off topic, but are you familiar with the concept of who's in my foxhole?
No.
Are you familiar with the concept of who's in my foxhole?
No.
So like if you go and you watch like World War II type movies, right? You know how sometimes they would just dig this hole and get a bunch of guys in the hole and they're like in a circle with their guns. Right? And the guy behind you is protecting you. And you're protecting him. Because you can't see behind you and he can't see behind him. So he's counting on you to get whoever's coming from that direction, and you're counting on him to get whoever's coming from the other direction.
Right.
I'm going to give you probably one of the biggest compliments I could give somebody. Chris, I would want you in my foxhole.
I'm glad to be there. And I promise you, I got you.
I'm gonna leave it right there, brother. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Thank you.
I'll turn it to some emotional thing. All right. So if you want your income to double, your growth has got to triple. The best investment you can make is in you. You heard it from your elder statesman to T. Gray, and you heard it from that young lady known as Pat. Definitely invest in yourself. The returns are insane. And just on a personal life and love level, I'm just going to tell you guys, invest in your health and fitness too. Because that body of yours, see, here's what's going to happen. The mind is the engine, right? Well, what would happen if you take a Ferrari or a Lamborghini engine and you put it in a rusty old 1975 hoopty? Can that vehicle go where that engine can take it? It can't. Probably you turn the car on and the vehicle is going to fall apart. So invest in your body as well, because you're going to grow your mind. I know you are. But make sure that your body can take you where your mind, where that engine can go. You know, I got to admire Pat again. This is not about big up Pat Day, but I mean, you got to call it what it is, right? Pat is go, 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 go. And that's because she's taking care of herself. I know people younger than Pat that can barely move around, much less get through an airport. That's why it's so important that you take care of yourself. I remember Mark, you know that thing that Holton did it too, the thing with Garrett White, the warrior thing. And I remember he asked this question. This is a question I heard. He asked a question. It was 2021. I was 263 pounds. He asked this question, changed my life. He says, how do you view your body? Do you view your body as a vehicle to take your mind where it wants to go? And Pat, I promise you, I just thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm getting so fat and out of shape. I couldn't, if I'm late for my flight, my body can't get my mind to the gate in the airport. And that's when I started this journey. And I want to challenge you guys to make sure that your body can take you where you go. Because you're going to read these books and your mind is going to turn into a Lamborghini. Your mind is going to turn into a Ferrari. Let's make sure that there's a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, or at least a Ford F-150 chassis around that engine. On that note, I love y'all, and y'all would not let me have a short flight school today. I blame it on Chris.
I'll take it.
And I'm glad he did. I love you, man. I love each and every one of you. This is so much fun. I missed y'all. Mark, did you miss these people?
Yes, I did. Yep.
Yeah,
Becky,
we missed you.
We missed y'all.
We missed you all too. Even though Mr. Bugs is wonderful. And even when you weren't there, we still think about you a lot. And I still need that link, Mark.
Okay.
Mark's gonna get you that link. Mark, you got Michelle's number? Michelle, message Mark real quick with your number so he can get it to you, because we're about to wrap this up.
I'll put it in the link. I don't know how to message this.
All right, cool. Well, then I'll tell you what, she's going to put, Michelle's about to put her phone number in the chat. Here's everybody's homework assignment. At some point in time today, everybody just call Michelle, just one at a time. Just let her phone just ring. And I'm teasing Michelle. We won't do but could you imagine you had, 24, 30 people just calling you randomly all day long? You'd be like, ah.
Well, I really don't answer numbers that I don't recognize the name. No.
Well, so everybody just text Michelle incessantly today.
Please do. Come on, give me some love. I can use it, believe me.
That's awesome, bro. Awesome, my love. As a matter of fact,
okay, I put my number in the chat.
Yep, I got it.
All right. Okay. Awesome, beautiful people. We love you guys. Have a great Saturday. You got a masterclass today if you want to get on there. And remember, new Zoom link next week. See you guys.
Okay.
Have a good day. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Have a blessed week, everybody.
Have a nice day, everyone.
Great one.
You too.
Yeah, I had a lot on my plate. I just want it to be great. It's been a long time, I can't wait. So I had to elevate. I need me the stars in the race. Yeah, it's gonna come, I got faith. Buy it for the low and sell when it's high. Know I gotta get the bank when I trade. Elevate, 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 elevate. I had to take it to the next level. Going to the moon like it's a space shuttle. All of my profits, they really gon' double. My chick got my back like we all in a huddle. Elevate my life right now. I never panic when numbers go down. Be patient, just wait it out. Money coming in at the speed of sound. It ain't easy, put away. worth it. Made a million out of Sally, and it all turned out perfect. Too many blessings, they come in my way. I need a crib with a pool in a gate. I can't let none of my time go to waste. It ain't a race, but I picked up the pace. I had a lot on my plate. I just want it to be great. It's been a long time, I can't wait. So I had to elevate. I need me the stars in the race. Yeah, it's gonna come, I got faith. Buy it for the low and sell when it's high. Know I gotta get the bank when I trade. Elevate, 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 elevate. Hey, I had to elevate, get about my comfortable zone. Nobody else gonna do it for me. I had to do it on my own. Yeah.